Okay, I'm gonna vow this is the last time we're gonna talk about this on the at all, even off camera.
Yeah.
Because we've been speaking about this too much recently, and we want to share it with you. Firstly, where are my manners? I'm with a good friend of mine,
Alpha Kamara.
And hello, kings and queens. I'm Jonas Andrew-Phillip, and today we've got a video for you, and the video is a video about Star Wars. And what we're going to, what we feel they need to do now, because it's a bit of a sticky one, isn't it? I thought, what were your opinions on this trilogy? But before we start, we're not hating or anything. We're fans, so we're just saying what we feel.
We're just what throughout the whole trilogy as a whole.
Yeah.
Well, let me break it down. Episode 7.
Let's start with episode 7. We can both talk about episode 8 and 9. Yeah.
Episode 7. I loved episode 7. By the way.
I did. Yeah.
Everything was just. Yeah. So you go first.
There are a few things that at the time I loved most of it, but there are a few things watching it back where I'm a bit like. But I think it's because of the way I've seen the films after, and I'm kind of like, okay. Well, I'll tell you one thing I didn't like in episode 7.
Mm-hmm.
It was that I thought Finn was going to be the main character.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking to myself, imagine a stormtrooper turn into the main Jedi.
Yeah, let's talk about Finn for a second. You know, I think partly why I was excited was because of Finn. Finn had potential.
Yes, he
did.
Did.
This is no disrespect to the actor
John
who portrayed
Finn.
He did amazing.
He made London proud.
Yeah, he did. He really did. But that guy had potential. A flipping.
Episode 7 was good. I never liked the character. Adam Driver's a good actor too, but he did what he did his job. I didn't like Kylo from the get go. I just thought he was a spoiled boy.
Nah, I liked him. I like the characters, but it's just the writing. The writing just threw me off.
It's when it got to episode 8.
Episode 8.
Okay, now let's talk about Poe. By the way, Poe. I was a fan of Poe, and actually through the whole thing, I was a fan of Poe.
Yeah.
Episode 8, I was a bit like, what are they doing with his character? But I was like, no, I'm giving Poe time. Because Poe, I think Poe's an amazing character.
I can't relate. I've always loved him throughout all the movies.
Even episode 8.
Yeah,
I didn't hate him.
Episode 8.
I still liked him.
I wanted him to have more
screen.
Yeah.
He wasn't really relevant in episode 8. He was just beefing.
He was
some fake commander person or whatever. Some fake intruder commander. That's what he was doing. While Finn was off on his side mission. That's what was going to happen, innit?
But the side mission was irrelevant.
Ooh, shots.
I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh,
nah, just. It was.
What was the point of it though? I don't even know.
Exactly. Yeah. What was the point of it? Exactly.
And I've watched the film twice, and I still don't know the point of it. I've watched every film in the trilogy twice.
Oh no, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute for you.
I can't relate.
No, I'm sure you remember because I didn't watch it in cinema. I didn't watch Last Jedi in cinema. I watched the other 2 in cinema. But Last Jedi. Start from the beginning with Last Jedi.
I think everything goes downhill as soon as Luke tosses the. As soon as he tosses it away,
that's when the trilogy
everything goes downhill.
He threw it behind him. He threw it. Mark Hamill threw it, and that's when the trilogy got thrown.
Yep.
And then Ray tried to pick it up.
For real. It was like a slap to the fans.
And it's the way Force Awakens ends. 2 years we're all like, come on, Luke's back. And then, but personally, I didn't have a problem with it though.
No.
Well, because I watched it after. No. I didn't watch the film. I saw clips of the film before. So clips from, say, when Kylo and Luke were fighting at the end. I saw that before. I saw that part. But I was just like, it's not really a big deal. Maybe he's just, he at the end of the day, he did something dumb. And he didn't want to, he just wanted to isolate himself. So if he was like, I'm not doing the lightsaber thing. If you want to show that he doesn't do the lightsaber, I'm trying to think of another way you can do it.
I just felt like they done Luke wrong in Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they did.
I feel like he wasn't himself.
He wasn't.
I don't feel like he was playing himself.
He wasn't.
That's not the Luke I knew.
And then,
episode 4.
Exactly.
5 and 6.
Yeah, man. But the thing is that I just wanted the whole thing with Kylo and Luke at the end. I thought it was sick
Yeah, same.
But it still would have been sick if they actually had a fight, though.
Yeah.
At least one lightsaber battle with Luke. One. Him versus Snoke, maybe. I don't know. One.
And they killed them off. That's the worst part. And notice how they killed everyone, all of the three from the main each film.
Oh,
I feel like they spent way too much time sending each character off, like Han Solo, Luke, Leia.
I think the Han one was done amazingly, though. It was predictable, though. Come on, the moment he's walking across the grid to his son, we all know, and it's bare tight, and I was young, and I still said to myself, he's dead. I was like, he's dead in my head. I was like, I know he's dead.
I didn't see it coming.
So when it happened, I was just like, oh, okay.
Wait, you predicted Han was gonna die?
No, I predicted. No, it's when he was like, Ben! And then he was walking towards him. I was like, he's gone.
Oh.
I was like, bye.
No, I didn't see it coming. I'm not gonna lie.
And Chewie. And then Kylo. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Kylo, he's supposed to be the big bad guy, but he lost. He hasn't won a single lightsaber duel. Remember, I said that to you after I watched it the second time.
It's true. It's true.
In the first one, he got beaten up by Rey. I know he fought Finn before that, but come on, Finn. Apparently he has the Force, though. Apparently he has the Force.
Yeah, I told you this.
Apparently he has the Force.
But let's save that. Let's save that for later.
Let's save that.
Anything else for episode 8?
We're just going all over the place right now. I think we should just do how the trilogy was, just all over the place.
Well, that's how it was originally. When you think about it.
All over the place.
Well, no, you know how they started with episode 4, 5, 6, and then they did 1, 2, 3.
They didn't know they were going to do the prequels, though. They didn't. George Lucas wasn't thinking about that when it came out in the 80s and 70s and that.
I know, but
I was expecting
a bit random.
Yeah, I was expecting a Revenge of the Sith kind of trilogy ending. Something big.
Yeah, same.
Nothing big happened. The death of Kylo in episode 9. It's just whatever. It's the same thing as Vader. It's the same thing. Do something different. Maybe Kylo wouldn't even. I think they should have just made Kylo not turn to the dark side and just become even more whipped on it than he was. I think that would have been.
I wish they did that.
Exactly.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Because he did the same thing as Vader, pretty much. Oh man, seriously.
See, I'm shaking my head because I don't know where to begin. I don't know where to begin with episode 9.
This guy, I'm telling you, I watched it the day it came out. This guy didn't. I was with him. I think I saw him twice before he watched the film, and I had seen it already. I was telling this guy, I'm not telling you what happened, but you're gonna be disappointed. He's like, no. He's like, no. Look, I'm trying. I'm not gonna. And he said, I'm not going to try to think about it. I'm gonna try and be positive. Then when the film, I kept looking at him at certain moments in that film and seeing his reactions. And I was thinking, if you just know what's going to happen next. Because there's some stuff that happens in the film and you're just like, what?
Yep, that was me. When the
lightning.
Oh, where did that come from? Where? How?
I'm dying right now.
There's one thing that I didn't like about Rey. She was just too OP.
Yeah, she was. Yes, she was.
I like Rey, but I'm not gonna lie, especially in episode 9. Throughout the trilogy, but in episode 9, she was way too OP. Too OP.
In the same, I don't think in the episode 7 she was that OP. I think she was calm. I didn't think to myself she's OP.
Okay, not episode 7.
Episode 8 she was
episode
OP.
8,
oh my days. When
8,
the rocks, when she moved all the rocks.
Yeah. And Luke didn't even train her like that.
I didn't buy it. I didn't think too much of it. It was now that I've seen episode 9, I saw how. You guys need to realise that when Rey had the cargo ship, she was not only fending off Kylo. Don't know how Kylo survived.
That's silly.
Without a scratch. He just walks out.
No, there's many wrong things with that scene alone. Why was? You know they could have left. They could have left that planet.
Poe and Finn are just standing on the rock watching.
That's another thing.
They're like, oh, is it done yet?
When they were using the Force, why didn't any of them shoot?
Exactly.
Said they were busy watching that.
It was Kylo. It was Kylo, But Kylo and the cargo ship trying to get away versus Rey. It was 2-on-1, and Rey was holding it.
First of all, they could have escaped.
Yeah.
Second of all,
why didn't Kylo just get he had two hands, he had one hand there, but by Rey, he could have done that.
Exactly. But
Rey could have done that too.
Maybe because it's hard to actually do it. No,
that's not because they did anything they wanted to do with the Force. So if they wanted to, they could have done that.
It's true.
Oh, what else?
From that, he should have been dead.
Who? He should have been dead before
He should have been dead.
Should have been dead before that. Exactly.
How did he survive?
I don't know. And he walks out normally.
If that was the prequels, he would have been dead.
Exactly.
He would have been
I'm
dead.
telling you, if Kylo survived that, then Mace Windu is alive.
Yes.
I don't care. Mace Windu is alive. Mace Windu is alive.
He is, honestly.
And if Palpatine's alive after what happened to him,
yeah,
then Vader should still be alive. I don't care.
Yeah.
But they can't bring back Vader. Unless it's Anakin's Force Ghost. They can't do it.
I mean, they already brought back Palpatine, so hell, you might as well bring back Vader.
You know how Count Dooku died in Episode 3?
Yeah.
Imagine if they brought him back. I think I would have left the cinema.
That would have been...
No, I would have left the cinema because he got his head chopped off. I would have left the cinema. And when I made that turn, I would have gone like that. I'm done with this. Like Tyra Magnus, man. That's what Tyra Magnus said when he left. When she said Rey Skywalker, and he was like... No, that's another thing.
Oh,
that's another thing.
The ending, why?
I swear. Oh. Why is it called The Rise of Skywalker? When
I think
they legit all died. I'm not even violating. I mean, they're all dead. The Skywalkers are all gone.
Yeah.
They call it Rise of Skywalker.
You can't just take someone's name.
Exactly.
What's that about?
Exactly. That's like me calling myself Jonas Kamara.
But I appear as a ghost, looking happy. Yes.
No, I didn't even think to myself, this isn't right. It's not my name. I'll be like, what am I doing? I'm not even violating. It's none of the actors' fault. Don't mock the actors or anything like that.
The actors were amazing.
Don't mock the actors. They actually were good. I even said the acting was good.
For what they were given,
the acting was good.
It was good. It's the writing that I'm not a fan of. The Force, I don't like the way they retconned the Force in Episode 9.
Exactly.
Like the whole teleportation.
That was dumb, man.
That has to go.
Exactly.
It cannot continue.
It cannot. It
cannot continue past Episode 9.
Yeah.
Because I know they're gonna do a new trilogy, whether you like it or not.
Is it 2022? It's starting. I think I heard. I hope not. They need something. They need a break.
Not quite. I don't.
Because I know the new writers are looking at the script like sweating, like, oh,
please, any Star Wars writers that's watching this video, please take off the new Force abilities. I don't like it. The teleportation has got to go. Me personally, I think it's stupid. Because if you have the teleportation thing, then what's the point of having ships?
Exactly.
What is the point?
How can you? I don't care the Forces. How can you be halfway across the galaxy? Somebody has a necklace from the neck. Someone has a necklace from the neck, and you just go like that, and you can take it.
Exactly.
I was sitting in the cinema. I was eating a donut. Not even popcorn. I was eating a donut, and I was like,
what's the point of going back and forth with the ships? What's the point?
Because that's all in The Last Jedi. That's all they did. It was kiss chase. That's what it was in Last Jedi. And that's how I know it wasn't planned. Because if they wanted to do this whole teleportation thing properly, because they did the whole thing of them speaking to each other from far away in Last Jedi.
Yeah.
If they were really planning on this, they would have done that in that film too.
Palpatine was never planned. I know that for a fact.
It was never planned.
It was never planned.
Never planned.
You telling me you killed Snoke?
Yeah, exactly.
And then bring back...
No, the Snoke thing was planned though. Killing Snoke and Luke down was planned. Because
was planned?
Apparently, the real script was meant to be called Duel of Fates. The Duel of Fates for Episode 9. And Luke was meant to die. I'm not sure if he was supposed to die in that manner. Snoke was meant to die. I'm not sure if he was meant to die in that manner. Snoke never had didn't even have a lightsaber battle or anything. At least with Palpatine in the original series, I'm not sure. Did he have one lightsaber battle? I'm not sure. But I think
don't
his first
remember.
episode.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But
But I know in episode 3 he had multiple.
But
Yeah.
I didn't like how they did him in episode 9.
Yeah.
Episode 9. You think he would learn his lesson by now?
Yeah, did the same thing.
Yeah,
the same thing as Mace Windu.
Same thing 3 times.
That's why your face is
3
like
times.
that. Exactly.
Same thing 3 times. Same time. You thought you would learn your lesson by now.
Can we talk about that scene quickly as well?
What part?
The Knights of Ren first, right?
What a waste.
Imagine hyping them up. I thought they were so sick. Whenever he had that vision in what's it called? In Force Awakens. Or the Knights of Ren.
Remember one point where the Knights of Ren were walking in the ship.
And they're like, oh, the Knights of Ren.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Cool.
Like, is that supposed to mean something to us? Like, us, the audience.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's just another thing. The spy.
Oh!
And this is basically episode 9.
Oh!
This is basically episode 9 talk right now. The spy.
No. They mocked his character.
Yeah, he did.
It's sad, you know.
It is sad. It is sad.
He could have been great.
I know.
Could have been great.
Oh, I have something else to say after this. I have many things in my head right now. After this, we're talking about Captain Phasma. I know this isn't episode 9, but we're talking about Captain Phasma as well after this.
I feel like she was...
No, let's talk about the spy. The manner in which they revealed it as well. It's the way at the start it was so sick. It was like, Finn was like to that alien, oh, do you have any news? We've got news from a spy. I was like, oh, there's a spy. Oh, I wonder who that could be. And then there's this guy, oh, I'll kill them, but I'm the spy. You don't need to tell us. It's pretty obvious, but...
Oh, and his excuse, the reason why he does it,
I just want Kylo
just
to
annoys
lose.
me.
I don't care if you win. I just want Kylo Ren to lose. Not gonna lie, we ran out of storage, so we're gonna do it again. I don't know where we are, but I think we'll know what we've spoken about.
Yeah.
But another disclaimer: the actors did amazing. John Mager.
Yeah. Daisy Ridley.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah,
all of the cast.
They all did well.
All
But
did
seriously,
well.
I'm Adam Driver. You all did well. Trust me, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
So we're not trashing Star Wars. We're just talking passionately because we're fans.
Disclaimer.
We're fans. If Marvel released a film like this, we'd be the same.
Yeah.
When DC releases a film like this, we're the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that now we have the platform to talk about it. Look, I know this guy, he wasn't a fan of BVS, but I was. Why are you laughing? I was like, I don't care. We need to do discussion.
That's
BVS.
a story for another day.
We need. I swear, BVS is actually good. I don't care. BVS is actually good. Justice League, I can understand. I haven't watched it, but I've seen clips and I can.
Bro, that's a story for another day.
Oh, yeah,
I don't want to.
Let's not even get into that. It's gonna hurt our heads. So, where were we?
Star Wars. We were talking about that desert scene.
Oh yeah.
When they were about to leave. How Kylo should have been dead.
Yeah, he should have been dead. I don't know how that. So the ship blew up.
Yeah, it did.
And it was rolling.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm pretty sure.
If that was on Minecraft, would have been dead. Man. That was GTA. It was like GTA. It was like GTA. You know when you jump out of your car and then you.
Oh, what do you?
Maybe he teleported. He force teleported.
No.
Or he could have even jumped out. Imagine if he jumped out of it when it was about to blow up and he jumped out. That would have been sick.
See him.
That's the thing. Exactly. But if that happened, that would have been sick.
But what do you think about Rey's healing power?
Next question. Next question. No one talking about that.
Oh my day. Oh, say no more.
Oh, I didn't finish about the last scene. So obviously, Kylo's talking to Han. He throws his lightsaber away. Fine, fair enough, whatever. He can talk to his dad. In the actual one, what the script was planned to do, he was supposed to kill him again in that part and do the exact same thing he did in Force Awakens where they took it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So the last scene when they're fighting Palpatine, and as you rightly said, Rey thinks she's Mace Windu for some reason.
Yep.
Don't know why. She's clearly been watching.
That's what I'm saying. She's OP for no reason. I swear it takes.
I saw Mace Windu got trained for years.
Yes.
And
yes,
Mace Windu
did.
Mace Windu.
Exactly.
I don't care. Mace Windu is the best lightsaber combat Jedi ever. Combat.
He's
lightsaber.
up there. He's up there with Yoda.
With Yoda. I forgot about with Yoda. Because Anakin, he's good on the lightsaber, but it's his force powers that are the most. His force powers. Yeah. That's what makes him a sick Jedi. He's still good at everything else. But him and Yoda, I forgot about Yoda. Sorry, Yoda. Him and Yoda are amazing.
So you tell me why is this girl? Why? Just why? Why? It's too much. It's actually too much. Gave her the healing powers, the teleportation. When are we gonna say enough is enough? Huh? What's next? What? Jedis can fly too?
Exactly.
When
still because the stormtroopers can fly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with them flying.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Please, when are we gonna say enough is enough?
It's like in Destiny. In Destiny, there's a part where you get in the story mode. I don't know if it's 1 or 2, but one of the whatever that I haven't played Destiny since like year 10. One of the things they start being able to fly. I can't remember what it is. What one of them are. I don't even know what they call the bad guys in Destiny anymore is anyway, but that's what it's like.
Let alone 2 lightsabers. 2. I swear down 1 is hard enough. But she was able to do it with 2. Star Wars fans, like the real ones, do you feel our pain? Do you know what we're talking about? Yeah. When are we gonna say enough is enough?
I don't know, man.
It's gone too far.
I think after Last Jedi, everyone, although I didn't think it was that bad. I think Last Jedi was better than Rise of Skywalker. I think that
I agree with you, but even then, just by a little bit. Yeah. It's not something to be gassed about, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Tell them what you said after. Tell them your mind after the film ended. So the whole last scene and everything with her saying she's Rey Skywalker and all of that.
At that point in the cinema,
what did you say to me?
What did I say?
I remember what you said. You were like, you picked up your coat and you were like, at least they tried. That's what you said. And I was like, no.
Look, man, to be honest, I tried to be so positive for episode 9. I when Jonas first came up to me and said, episode 9's not good, I denied him. I straight up denied him. Mm-hmm. I didn't want it to be true. I thought he was just being negative for no reason. I thought he was tired. I was just giving him bare excuses until...
Do you remember when... I can't remember what it was. You asked me about characters and I said, they were calm, they were this, they were bad. I can't remember what character it was. You asked me about a certain character and I just looked away. And you started laughing. Remember? I can't remember who it was.
Was it Finn?
It must have been Finn. It was either Finn or Rey. Cause I said Kylo was. He was good until he turned to the good side. I'm disappointed, man. Seriously.
Harrison Ford.
Oh yeah. They had to beg him to come back. They had to beg him to come back. They had to beg him.
I was surprised when I first saw him on screen.
I just think it's because I fell asleep 3 times when I watched the
He was
first
done.
time.
I saw he said he was done.
Yeah.
He wanted nothing to do with it.
I was just like, what's this guy doing here? I thought he was finished.
And he wasn't a Force Ghost because he didn't have the blue.
Yeah, it was probably Kylo's mind.
Yeah, so was it a hallucination?
Yeah, he's obviously going to be haunted by him murdering his father. So I think it was. But I was just thinking, I thought this guy was finished with Star Wars.
Yeah, same.
It's good that he came back. He wanted to come back. He came back.
Yeah.
That's fine. I liked it personally. I like that he came back.
Yeah, same.
But it would have been cooler if he actually killed him again. It sounds bad, but it would have been better.
I get what you mean.
I'm not saying the film has to be dark, but
maybe Kylo should have committed with the dark side.
Fully. He didn't need
the thing is about him,
Palpatine.
He's just not consistent. That's the thing about Kylo. He's not consistent.
He's not consistent at all. You saw the most. He was the most inconsistent in Last Jedi.
Yeah.
He was so inconsistent. He killed his dad. But he can't kill his mother. He has a chance to kill Rey.
But he doesn't.
Exactly. Twice. Even at the end, they were looking at each other. Kylo was on his knees doing something. I don't know what he was doing. It was right after Luke violated him and cut. And then Rey and him were staring at each other when the Resistance were escaping. And for the whole film, the First Order were like, we gotta destroy the Resistance. They're right there. And your Supreme Leader doesn't do anything.
Thank you.
I think he was embarrassed. He was embarrassed at what Luke did. He must have been. I would have been embarrassed. You're basically fighting by yourself. It's like you know those mini flies that fly around like a mosquito. That's probably what everyone thought it was. But what's next? What's next for Star Wars? What do you think they need to do next? We haven't even spoken about everything. We haven't even spoken. I'm not even bothered. If it comes back in our heads, we'll probably see.
Yeah, just. But there's something I want to say, but now it's gone. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm thinking about what else annoyed me.
Oh yeah, Finn. I feel sorry for Finn.
Same.
Because he had the most potential.
Yeah, he did.
Like, imagine being a clone, and then what was episode 7? A clone having not used and becoming a Jedi.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That sounds crazy.
It does.
Wow.
Man said a story.
Wow. That is crazy.
I swear he must. I know he had more dialogue than Rey in the first film. He had more dialogue.
Yep. But then when it was revealed that Rey has the Force, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't angry.
I wasn't angry either.
I wasn't angry.
I was
like, oh, did this? Oh.
Yeah.
But then episode 8, sorry. That's when they did my boy dirty.
The Force Awakens was actually good. That's the thing.
It's good.
It was generally good.
But I'm not a fan of episode 8. I'm telling you.
Episode 8, I'm like,
nah,
it could have been
like it.
It was kind of a filler. It didn't even need to be a filler. It could have done so much more.
It was a filler, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was.
I think because Disney didn't have a plan. It wasn't like Marvel.
How can you?
Like,
look, I know what happened and stuff like. I know stuff happens, but I think you can still make a plan, a real quick plan, or at least change it quite. You can switch stuff around a bit if something happens. What's the thing?
Going on forward.
No, about with unfortunately the great Carrie Fisher passed away, so they had to change their plans because she was quite big in it in the films. But I think if you have a big enough team, you should be able to switch stuff around to make it still fit. If you know what I mean. You can do that, right?
Just reminded me.
What?
Carrie Fisher.
Oh, I know you're thinking about the way she died in it.
The way she died. No disrespect to the actress. She did amazing.
I don't even like talking about this. I generally don't like talking about this.
But I wasn't a fan of her death scene. I'm not gonna lie. This is not me throwing any aim to the actress herself, but come on, man. You're telling me she uses the Force and she says one word. What did she say?
Ben.
And then she dies. Come on. She barely put any effort. Come on. Like, is it that hard? And another thing that I didn't like. Why didn't she become a Jedi?
Oh, with that,
What was the point of
with
that
CGI
half-hearted?
scene. With that CGI scene, innit?
Yeah, exactly. The fact that Leia was able to beat Luke that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, I was like,
shouldn't.
what? I was like, what's this? I was like, what's
It
this?
shouldn't. Luke is strong. Luke is strong. Oh my days! I don't think you guys understand.
Luke beat Darth Vader in episode, what was it? Episode 6. He chopped Vader's hand off. Do you remember that?
Yep.
And he had the pressure of Palpatine right in the room as well.
Luke is
It's pretty much 2-on-1.
Luke is strong, but it's a waste.
They
didn't use him right.
I don't think they understand that Vader, Anakin, when he was Anakin, he held his own with Obi-Wan. Palpatine drew with Yoda. Even though Palpatine didn't get involved, he was still there. And we all know Palpatine has power. Luke knows Palpatine has power if he's going to manipulate the best Jedi in the history. So, Luke beat Darth Vader with the pressure of Palpatine there. But you can't beat Princess Leia.
Where's the logic?
Wait, imagine if Princess Leia beat Darth Vader in a lightsaber fight.
Not even trained. Not trained fully. Just...
Also, the thing is, if Leia had all that training, then why did she have to go find... Why did they go to find Luke in the first fight? Why did the whole film about finding Luke? If Leia could have sorted it out, if she could beat Luke.
She could... Wow. Now that I'm deep in it, if she was a Jedi... Things would have been a lot easier for them.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, you're either a Jedi or not. Don't. What's the word I'm looking for?
Because I actually love Star Wars. We're not hating. Neither of us are hating.
Yeah.
We're being honest.
We're just being honest.
We know many other fans that have this opinion.
Mm-hmm. Glad we're not the only ones.
Yeah, we're not the only ones. What do they do? What can they do going forward, man? Seriously.
Well, I said, and I'm not gonna lie, this one's a stretch.
What are you gonna say?
This one's a stretch.
What are you gonna say?
But let's not canonize everything what happened from episode 7 to episode 9. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen, that didn't exist, and we move on. We just move forward. Yes. I think that's what we should do. Just
forget what happened.
Yes.
What?
Let's just discanonize. Because, they did that to George Lucas's books.
What?
Like, they didn't canonize his books into the movies.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
So...
Because in the books, Poe's not... I can't remember what he was before in the films, but that's not what he was like in the books. He's always been resistance in the books.
Uh-huh.
I think his parents were resistant as well in the books. But he wasn't what he was in the film before.
Yeah.
In the books.
I mean, hey, Disney did that for...
Don't know why they did it. So, networks. That's why, networks. So someone could come and help in the end fight. Because remember, she came. That's what it was for.
But... yeah, let's just discanonize everything from episode 7 to episode 9 and move forward.
Oh my days.
Change the Force.
The forcing, yeah.
The Force abilities, because I'm not a fan of them. I don't feel like it's gonna work moving forward.
At the end of the day, we're all learning here. We're all about positivity.
Yeah.
Lucasfilm and Disney have learned here that you need to plan.
Or this goes out to all the movie companies as well.
Yeah.
Plan.
The thing is that companies like DreamWorks, 21st Century Fox, what else? Columbia Pictures, Paramount, they all plan. If you look at their sequels, there's plans to it. You can tell there's plans to it.
And just for example, 10 years ago, Star Wars was way bigger than Marvel. Marvel wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
Let's travel back, 10 years later? They're like the biggest.
They beat Avatar. They beat Avatar.
Yeah.
They beat Avatar. Wait.
Biggest movie.
Even DC could say they were better than Marvel back then.
Yep.
Because Spider-Man films were carrying Marvel back then.
It was.
Carrying the Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi trilogy. Was carrying it. And even people... This is another thing that me and Alpha disagree on. Alpha doesn't like Spider-Man 3. I like Spider-Man 3. I think it was good. And I will back that. I will back that. Batman vs Superman, there's a certain extent to it where I'll stop backing it. But Spider-Man 3, I'll continue to back it. Because I think that was a good film. Personally. But, on the other hand, as Alpha said, Marvel planned. In 2000... Let's talk about the big times that Marvel planned. 2008, Iron Man. I remember sitting right there. I was sitting right there. And Iron Man was playing on my TV. It wasn't even this TV. Don't know what TV it was, but it was playing. And the credits were done, so I thought, the film's done. I went back, I was watching, I don't know what I was watching. I was watching something on YouTube, probably Smosh or something like that. And I hear, you're a very difficult person to contact. Was that what he said? When Nick Fury was in the room. I think that's what he said. And I was like,
something like that.
I was like, is that Samuel L. Jackson? I was like, what's this guy doing here? And why are they putting him at the end of a film? But that was just the start of post-credit scenes. Yeah. And then he announces, he's not the only hero. He's not the only one. And I was thinking, to be honest, I didn't even think hard of that. Next thing you know, I see Captain America and Thor films coming out at the same time. In 2011. I thought, it's nothing.
Yeah, this was when we were in primary school.
Yeah, we were young.
Yeah.
And then you got Avengers.
Big one.
Then what happened at the end of Avengers, Alpha? In the post-credit scene, what happened?
You saw the big purple man known as Thanos.
All behind everything that Loki did.
Yep.
You should know this happened. That was the film 2012. We should know that happened.
I wanna talk about Avengers for a minute. Like this is actually a throwback because this is 2020. This is a throwback. Yeah. I remember I went to the cinemas to watch it. I was in the cinemas watching it. I was just eating my popcorn. I was like this.
When you saw Thanos?
Just something like that. No, I'm talking about the movie in general.
Oh, yeah, that's how. So you kept your eyes on it.
Yeah.
That was me in Infinity War.
I wasn't bored. We'll get to Infinity War for a moment, but my days. A movie like Avengers is just something you'll never forget.
And then they even put Thanos in Guardians of the Galaxy.
They put it in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Just a bit.
The Stones was...
Yeah, Stones were from...
Yeah.
I can't remember what the first film the Stones was in. Was it in Captain America? Was it?
Yeah, it was Captain America.
Yeah, the Tesseract in it.
Yeah.
See, all the Stones, I thought, my days. And then, I'll tell you a film. End of Age of Ultron, obviously. We had, obviously, Thanos pick up the Infinity Gauntlet. So we all knew what was coming. I wasn't even a Marvel film. I became a Marvel fan quite late because I don't know why I didn't watch Marvel films, but I liked the films, but I wasn't a big Marvel fan until I saw Infinity War. You're gonna call me a hype beast or whatever. You're gonna call me jumping on the hype train, but Alpha can tell you I'm actually a big Marvel fan now. I've come a long way.
He's invested.
The amount of times we talk about Marvel. Man. Yep. Even seriously, and the thing is that. In Civil War, I watched Civil War. I remember watching Civil War. Civil War, you cared. You cared. Going into the film, you had Batman vs Superman. Everyone was talking about that more than Civil War. People got disappointed. People got disappointed.
I was way more hyped for Civil War than
you were.
Batman versus Superman. Yeah.
See, he's one of the only people I know that were more hyped.
Ever since I watched the first Avengers movie, that's when I was invested to Marvel like that. Yeah. I was watching every Marvel movie. When I first saw Thanos, I wasn't familiar with him at all. Let me not even lie. So when I started doing my research, I was like, oh, okay. So yeah. So when I heard about Civil War, I was more hyped for Civil War than.
Exactly. I swear around the Age of Ultron time, that's when they got Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And going into the film, I didn't even know that they had Spider-Man.
Yeah,
that's how much
That's
how much I didn't know. And then I see, I'm like, whoa, what's that Spider-Man? When did he get here? That's what I was saying to myself. And then the post-credit scenes. Yeah, 2 post-credit scenes. you had Black Panther one, and then you had the Spider-Man Homecoming one.
I was excited when I saw both of them.
Exactly.
I've always wanted a Black Panther movie.
Exactly.
Now we finally got one.
And everything in Marvel intertwines. If you see stuff from back in the day, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Even Captain Marvel, they made it make sense why she was gone. Like they did it. They just said, "Oh, there's a lot of other planets." But at least you're giving her if it was Star Wars, they wouldn't give a description.
Yeah.
Oh.
Plot holes after plot holes. Who's part? Did you deep? You know how Palpatine has a granddaughter, and you have to. You need a girl for that, I swear. So who was
this girl?
Palpatine getting busy with? You know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
How did he get a girl, first of all? How? Bro, teach me. I'm trying to be like you. Teach me, bro. Because his face is ugly. He must have game.
It's like, thing, what you know who in it? Like the other day in thing, innit? You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, innit?
Yeah.
He's watching this, he knows we're talking about him.
Oh my dude.
And I bet you, what's his face? The stormtrooper was like, ow!
Yeah.
Then he probably just went like, duh. Do it. That's what he said it, you know, he said it in the film. He said it.
Yeah.
He was like, kill me. Do it.
It was low key though.
Yeah.
It was low key.
It wasn't like in Revenge of the Sith, it was funny.
It didn't bang.
Exactly, they did it for fan service. In Revenge of the Sith, he was like, do it. And it meant something because Anakin was already had conflict.
Yeah.
This one, it was just like, it was kind of funny.
This was just, no, I was more.
I didn't even clock it the first time it happened. The second, when I watched it with views, when I clocked, he said it. And the thing is, after the film, I heard people laughing. When I watched it, people were laughing.
Sad.
All my years of going to see a film, that's the first time I see.
Seeing where you're not supposed to laugh at, you laugh. That's not good.
You know when Chewbacca found out that Leia died? No, you know when Chewbacca found out that Han died? Obviously he was upset and he shot Kylo.
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Take the rest. You can say the rest.
When one of the people from the Resistance told Chewie that Leia died, tell me, why was he more vexed with Leia than he was with Han?
Exactly.
My guy fell on the floor. My guy, did he hit the ship out with something?
I think he did.
What? Bro.
Okay.
C3PO.
Oh, I forgot.
We need to get on to
yeah. This is the last one we're going to talk about. Oh.
We are your friends.
They're not your friends.
Bruv, they're not your friends.
They're not friends.
Maybe they went on some adventures
without
off screen.
Yeah. And they became friends.
Because we don't know about that, but no. If that's not the case, then no. They are not your friends.
I think it's pretty
Half
clear.
of your friends are dead, alright?
Yeah, I was thinking that in my head as well, yeah.
They're dead. Actually, all of your friends are dead now.
Apart from C3PO, but he might as well be dead because he doesn't do nothing. I'm sorry. It sounds rude, but it's true. They could have used him.
They could have actually used him.
He just comes awake, gives something, and then goes back to sleep. They just disrespect him. Seriously.
I mean, they disrespected a lot of things.
I like BB-8 though. I'm not gonna lie. I do like BB-8 personally.
Yeah.
I do like BB-8. And C3PO, in the trailer, it said, last look at my friends. And I was thinking, this guy said to me, because he called me after he watched it. Because we both, usually when trailers come out, we call each other.
Yeah.
So, this guy said, I can't believe C3PO is about to die. And because in the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, Zendaya said, or MJ, whatever you want to call her, she was like, when Peter was like, oh, I've got something I have to tell you, she's like, I am Spider-Man. Obviously, we thought, oh, maybe she's not serious. But when you watch the film, spoilers if you haven't seen it, she knows. So I thought, oh, maybe it's just the same thing. Nope, he didn't die. He got his memory wiped. And then is it free?
Look, yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Gave him it back. He gave it back to him.
I was so glad he got his memory back. Not that I was a fan with the whole memory thing in the first place.
I was glad as well because it could have been even worse. Doing that in the first place, they did the whole thing with I can't do the Sith thing just to make the film longer. There's other ways you can make the film longer. I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure. But I'm glad he got his memory back because I would have been annoyed.
Yeah.
If the only person who knew anything was, who knew everything. Sorry, was R2-D2.
Yeah.
And even then, wait, correct me if I'm wrong. But even then, when he talks, no one barely understands him.
Yeah. I remember when Poe told him to shut up in Last Jedi. Told him to shut up. Anyway, what rating out of 10 what are you giving this film?
You go first.
No, you go first. You go first. Yeah, What rating are we giving this film?
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
It just wasn't my cup of tea. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
1 out of 10. Wait, can I just tell you, the film, it wasn't even a bad film. It's just the fact that it was a Star Wars film.
Yeah.
And we know how the Force works. We know how stuff's meant to happen. And some of the films, things like just... The film, it was entertaining, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I fell asleep the first 3 times because it was midnight and I had work the next day. So I had work before, so I was tired.
Let's talk about the visuals. The visuals were
amazing.
Always amazing.
We should have
started that.
Yeah. But we would have been... It would have looked bad if it was 1 minute of positives or 10 seconds of positive and then the rest negatives.
Yeah. But the visuals were amazing. Yeah. Always on point.
But... The film wasn't bad. It was entertaining, but the stuff just made no sense. The fact that it's a Star Wars film makes it the way it is.
Too much nonsense going on.
I disagree with you. I disagree with your rating.
Oh really?
Yeah, giving it a 0. Wait, was there any? Because nothing about the storyline I liked. To be honest, there's nothing about the storyline that I liked. To be 100% real with you.
If anything, it was just a smack in the face to the directors. Yeah. Who directed episode 8 again?
It was Abrams versus Ryan Johnson.
Yeah. With certain
it was like tug of war.
Yeah.
Sports day. It's like sports day tug of war.
Luke doesn't care about the Jedi. Episode 8.
Oh.
Episode 9.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Yeah.
Respect.
Who else?
I'm trying to make
Rey's nobody in episode 8.
She's a Palpatine.
She's a Palpatine in episode 9. Just bare.
Imagine if they brought Snoke back. But the thing is, everybody, I'm trying to think of something about the storyline that I actually liked. There were some things I did like, but there's not enough to give it. If I'm thinking about the storyline I liked, it would go to a 0.5.
I'm same with him.
Then what makes it a 1 for you? I can't be brave in saying this.
Should I just give it a 0?
No, you only live once, man. It's your opinion. Did you actually like anything part of the storyline? Or was there stuff you didn't mind?
No, I just didn't.
You just didn't mind?
Let me just give it a 0.
So it would be 0 out of 10. Wow. 0
out of 10. When I tell you it's not my cup of tea, really, it's just not.
Anyway, guys, that was the Star Wars discussion. We went on about Marvel, went about multiple stuff, but we're comparing 2 massive franchises.
Yeah.
And we hope... But wait, can I ask you a question quickly?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's better right now, Star Wars or DC? DCEU, not DC, because you can't be thinking about Joker.
DC, okay.
Because Aquaman was actually good.
Wonder Woman, I loved it.
Yeah, Aquaman was good.
I'll say DC's
DC better. Yeah. It's not hot, come on. It's not hot.
Yeah, it's not hot. It's better.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, but anyway, that was the Star Wars discussion. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yep.
Once again, we'll say this for the 3rd time. We do not hate Star Wars. We're big fans. Yeah. The actors did amazing. The visuals were amazing, but it was just the writing.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff that happened, we feel didn't make sense. But we're just sharing our opinions on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, please follow Alpha's socials. Will be in the description. My socials will be in the description. And everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. What's that? Psych! We got more. We were too nice. We were watching the videos. We were talking to each other during the week. We were too nice. So we're doing more. They're not getting away with this. You start, my friend.
Alright, so the opening of the movie. Oh, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not gonna lie. What was the opening?
The Dead Speak.
The Dead Speaks. It basically talks about how Palpatine did a broadcast of his return. But the thing is, the movie doesn't show the characters' reactions to the podcast. Like, why did we skip it? Why didn't we see the characters react?
All we heard was, oh, Poe had the thing when he said, oh, yeah, exactly. Because Poe said he had the broadcast and he told them what happened, and they all like, oh.
I feel like they just tried to cram in too much information into the opening credit. So,
but the thing is
it's
that
a bit rushed.
They could have done a better opening crawl though. Because the opening crawl was poor.
It was.
I was like, oh, seriously. The first one in Force Awakens was, as we said before, it was a good one because we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know that Luke had disappeared.
Yep.
We didn't know what was going on. They just told us what was going on, and we see this small boy Kylo Ren stopping lasers and stuff like that. It was amazing. That wasn't the opening crawl, obviously. That was the one of the first scenes in it.
Yeah.
But that was still good. Come on.
Yeah, it was. Palpatine. We need to talk about Palpatine. I don't know if we mentioned it in our other time we recorded this, but Disney really said Palpatine is back. Deal with it. That's what they said.
Yeah, they did.
That's what they said, man.
The reason that he gave that he's back, it made no sense.
Doesn't. They don't even explain it.
Exactly.
Just say he's back. Deal with it. What? Oh. And the thing is annoying because it really cheapens Darth Vader's sacrifice.
Exactly.
It cheapens it. Like, was it worth it at the end bringing him back?
Exactly. It wasn't worth it. In give it a year, they'll regret it. A year, 2 years.
They could have used Kylo.
Exactly.
We really could have used him. Yeah. Like, we already set him up for the last 2 movies. Exactly. So why not him?
Exactly.
Even the Knights of Ren. I mean, I know we saw them, but come on, let's be real, man. Did anyone care about them?
Yeah, Rey was so desperate. She would do anything. Do you think she was a bit too desperate?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
A bit quite too desperate.
Because in the last movie... Actually, no. Before I get to that... Actually, no. I need to talk about this now. In the last movie, it basically said at the end, anyone can be a Jedi. It doesn't matter who you are, you can be a Jedi. Anyone can be special to be a Jedi. And then in this movie, it says, nah. You have to be a Skywalker or Palpatine. If you're not any of those two, you're not a Jedi. Sorry, we're not having you. You have to be a Skywalker or Palpatine.
And it makes no sense because Obi is not a Skywalker. Yoda is not a Skywalker. Mace Windu is not a Skywalker. Count Dooku wasn't a Skywalker. They all had the Force. So it makes no sense. There's so many new characters they could have done so much with, but they didn't. And it's really, really disappointing. Because when they announced this new Disney trilogy, we were all excited. And the first film did well. People have mixed opinions on the second. Actually, most Star Wars films, fans, to be fair, do not like the second film. But the third one, I think everyone's in agreement. Every Star Wars fan is in agreement that the third film is unacceptable.
I'm not gonna lie, not everyone thinks like that. I mean, obviously, I didn't enjoy it. I agree with you, but some of the characters didn't act the same.
Exactly.
Like Poe. Like normally he's okay. Don't get me wrong. I love Poe in this movie. Yeah, I feel like he got to shine in this one. I'm not gonna lie. But on the other hand, he didn't really act himself. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but he was a bit grumpy in this one.
He was kind of grumpy in the Last Jedi, though. I think he was a bit grumpy in that one. But this one was in that one. I liked him in all the films, but in that one, I was like, that's not too grumpy. But this one, it was over the. I was thinking, bro, something happened.
I mean, then again, Ray was being a bit.
No, if I was Poe, I'd be annoyed with Ray.
Yeah,
that's why I would have.
Maybe, yeah.
That's probably why he was standing on the rock watching.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Because Finn was probably like, Ray! Poe was like, shut up. Poe was like, shut up.
Have enough of this girl. Shut up. Literally.
Do you remember when Han Solo... I'm not... Wait, 1 second. Do you remember when... in the first film, where Finn was like, Han Solo was like, what did you do while you were here? And he was like, sanitation. And then Han Solo was like, well, the galaxy's counting us. And then Finn was like, do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
and then Finn was like, you can use the Force.
It's not how the Force works.
And his face as well. Harrison Ford's face was too funny.
Oh my days.
There was nothing in the film that generally made me laugh like that.
Actually, no.
I can remember.
Some jokes.
I can remember.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, when Poe was like, what's it? You were a junk trader and you were a stormtrooper when they were talking about their past and that. I found that kind of funny.
That was funny. Some jokes landed and some jokes didn't. Yeah. But speaking of, no.
Last Jedi had the most. That's the film where most of the jokes didn't land and most of them were cringe. That film, I'm telling you, that was Cringe-a-con, not Comic-Con. Cringe-a-con. That's what it was. Am I being harsh or am I being honest?
No. No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I know Mark Hamill wasn't happy with it.
He wasn't. Another thing, I'm just trying to think of more.
Let's talk about. So we spoke about the last battle before, how it was Romeo and Juliet and that, but we didn't talk about when I was watching the video again. We didn't talk about that stupid ass kiss.
It just wasn't for me. I know some people liked it.
Some people liked it. Oh.
Some people hated it.
Some people generally.
That wasn't for me.
I'm not not trying to draw out the people that liked it. If you liked it, that's your opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But personally, I don't think it makes sense to have Finn have a crush on Ray blatantly.
Exactly.
Ray, where's Ray? All the time. For him, I know he kissed Rose first or whatever, but still, I don't care. Let's pretend that never happened. Let's pretend he never kissed Rose. I think if Ray doesn't understand that it's bait that Finn likes her, then. But when you're in the moment, you don't really clock at someone. You have a feeling, but you're not 100% sure. So maybe she wasn't 100% sure, but the fact that most fans wanted Finn and Ray to hook. Yeah, Finn and Ray to hook up. But then she goes and kisses Kylo. The guy who tried to... What he was saying, some of the stuff that he said to her throughout the films about her parents, and then making him crushing the Wayfinder when he's trying to get it.
I don't know. It's just that this movie... This movie, it kept on trying to undo what The Last Jedi... You know how Palpatine cloned Snoke? Yeah. If that's the case, then why didn't he clone Darth Vader? Because that would have manipulated Kylo more.
Yeah, it would have. But maybe he didn't have that technology around that when Vader was still around. That's probably what Disney's excuse would be.
I won't be surprised at this point. I mean, they bring him back for no reason.
I don't need. I'm not even trying to hate on Disney or anything. We're not even trying to hate on Disney.
No.
We're just being. You need constructive feedback in your life. You can't have yes men around you all the time.
Yeah. 100%. Ray, did we speak about Ray?
What about how she's OP?
Oh yeah, we spoke about that.
How she's OP, yeah.
But there's one thing we didn't talk about.
What?
Was about Luke and Leia knowing that.
Oh yeah.
Palpatine.
Oh yeah.
Was her granddaughter.
Oh yeah.
That's. I wasn't sure how I felt when I was in the cinema, but now thinking about it, that's why. Just no. The reason why I don't like it is because.
Why did they even have to say it?
In the Empire Strikes Back, when Luke found out that Darth Vader was his father, that completely threw him off the battle, and he was annoyed when he spoke about this to Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah,
he was devastated.
Oh, I know.
So for him to keep the secret, from Rey,
it makes no sense. He's been a hypocrite.
Just for real. And Leia's actually, I hope I could get onto Leia like that. But Luke, for sure, I'm not happy with him for that.
There's many things that this new Luke Skywalker did that people aren't happy with.
It's just, like I said, it really goes, my days.
Is there anything else we need to say?
Just, I wish they didn't spend too much time on doing what The Last Jedi did. Because it's just too much. It's too much. It's annoying. It's annoying. For example, when Luke caught the lightsaber, what did he say?
I don't know what he said, but he said basically, I can't remember exactly what he said, but what he was trying to say before he said is what I can think of is respect the saber or whatever.
Yeah, that they were sending shots to The Last Jedi. Where was Rose? By the way?
She got left at the what's it called? The base. She got left at the base.
I wanted to see more of her, you know.
No, you didn't. Stop lying.
I don't think she was that bad.
I don't think she was bad either.
No, that bad. I don't think she was bad at all. I don't think she was bad. I don't think she was bad. I wanted to see more of her. I
don't think she was bad in the last year. I don't know why people were violating her.
I don't know. I don't think she was bad at all. I liked her. The story, like, you know, where they had to travel. That part was a drag.
I still don't know what that was about.
Some things in the movie as well. Some things are pointless, I'm not gonna lie. Like C-3PO. Like his death. Like, think about it, bro.
I don't think we spoke about that, you know.
Yeah, let's dive into that real quick. Think about it, bro. Why would you have... Okay, fair enough if you can't read what was it called?
No, that was stupid. That was stupid.
But what was the point? Wait,
that was stupid.
If you can read it, but you're forbidden to read it, why do you have the system in your head in the first place? What's the point?
It's stupid. They did it to make the plot longer. They did it to make the plot longer.
Another thing, Dewey's death.
Yeah.
So it wasn't impactful. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was shocked.
When I first saw it too.
Yeah, I was like.
Yeah, I was like, you looked devastated. You looked devastated. I was devastated when I happened too. And then
I was.
They just at least
if they didn't allow us to like take it in properly.
Yeah, they just within like 3 minutes.
Literally 1 second later, we see him again. Yeah. So
they should have left it for half. At least 45 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes. No, 45.
Actually, I don't know how long, but at least allow us to like take it in properly. Like
they clearly don't know how to reveal something big.
And I don't know if we went through this, but Finn, you know when they were in the quicksand.
Yeah.
And Finn was trying to tell something to Rey.
Yeah. And we never found out what it was.
We never found out.
And they kept teasing it.
What was the point?
You know, what's the
point?
But
if he wasn't going to reveal it to us in the first place, and especially this is the last film we're ever going to see them in. It's not like we're going to get another movie after this.
Yeah.
There was no point.
You know, I was watching Tyrone Magnuson did a video. Apparently, George Lucas is coming back, and he said that this is what they should do, and I agree with him. So he said that in Dragon Ball Z, obviously I don't watch anime, but in Dragon Ball Z, apparently there's something I can't remember what it's called, but what happens is that there's something that happened that wasn't good, and they didn't agree with it. It made no sense for Dragon Ball Z, and they said that it took place in a. It took place in an alternate dimension or reality. I think this is what we should do. They should say this is an alternate reality. Let's just say this is an alternate reality. We don't need to. We can either do that or do what you said. What did you say again?
I said uncanonized.
Yeah. Those are the only two options we have.
As much as I want it to happen, it's just not.
It's more likely to do ultimate dimension than uncanonized.
Yeah, hopefully.
But
even then, look, Disney's not gonna do that.
What? Pretend it's in an ultimate dimension.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
They need to do that. If I was George Lucas, I'd be like, "You're doing that. You're doing that." And George Lucas said that he's only coming back if he gets complete control. Hashtag bring George Lucas back.
Bring it.
Put it in the comments. Bring George Lucas back.
We need him, man. We need him. We need him.
And they clearly, with the whole Chewbacca thing, they clearly don't know how to. You see, you love it in films where there's big reveals. What film was it when at the post-credit scene they revealed Letty coming back in Fast and Furious? Was it Fast 5 or 6?
I mean, that was Fast 5.
Fast 5, the end of Fast 5. And how long was Letty dead for? Was it 1 or 2 films?
It was like 2 films.
Exactly. You could kill someone off in Force Awakens. Han cannot come back. Han couldn't come back. Not just because Harrison Ford, but that's too big of someone to lose for that to happen. Kill off someone like, I don't know. I love Chewie, but if you killed off Chewie then brought him back, that would have been like, oh, Chewie's back.
Yeah.
We had no surprises. I didn't get surprised once in this whole trilogy. Nothing surprised me. Not even the stupid spy that we spoke about before.
Yeah.
And that didn't surprise me. It was just
okay. And then this later on.
I didn't talk about Captain Phasma. I didn't finish that.
It's not no. Actually, no. Let me hear what you want to say.
Captain Phasma had potential to be Finn's big bad.
And
he killed her. First, he beats her up in the first one. He beats her up in the first one. Then he kills her in The Last Jedi, and then she's gone. I'd rather Kylo die than her.
Speaking about her, I also wanted to touch on her death scene. I'm not a fan of. Just the impact didn't hit. I feel like they could have done it a lot better. Like there wasn't any emotional impact into that scene. It was just it was just a random death scene at this point. I'm not gonna lie.
Nothing in this trilogy surprised me. Nothing made me emotional. I had no emotions watching this trilogy. I was just like,
unfortunately, okay. Some of the emotional scenes didn't land for me.
Nothing made me emotional.
Nah.
I'll tell you. What times have I been emotional during the film?
Actually, no, tell a lie. Maybe one thing.
What?
When Han Solo.
Yeah, that's you.
When I saw Han.
Yeah, that's you. That's not me. That's you, not me.
I'll tell you one time I got emotional in the cinema. Obviously. We said this before, but Marvel, obviously. Endgame, we all know. Black Widow could have made me emotional. Not tearful, but it could have made me emotional. But I got it spoiled for me. Someone spoiled it for me, so I knew she was dying.
Same here.
So they said Tony too, but Iron Man in the MCU was my favourite Avenger for a long time. That, and it's the way they built it up throughout. They built it up. They built it up from Avengers, to be honest.
They built that
when he went through
that up since 2008. Not even from.
You think from 2008?
Yeah.
No, but they properly his arc obviously started in 2008, but
think about it. He went from a selfish billionaire, didn't care about responsibility,
Yeah.
to a flipping...
You saw in Civil War how he was acting. He's completely different.
Uh-huh.
And what I'm talking about the fact that he knew it was his destiny to stop Thanos from Avengers, from when he went in the hole, innit?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And nearly died. That's the first time. I think that was the first time we saw, and that was the first ever time we saw Tony Stark do something selfless.
Mm-hmm.
When he took the nuke and he threw it through the pool, and then you just see the way he, obviously Age of Ultron, he had that vision and all of that. Civil War, what happened in Civil War?
Don't forget Iron Man 3 with the
PTSD.
PTSD.
I thought you were gonna say PSP. Yeah, PTSD. Yeah, PTSD. Couldn't sleep. And yeah, building up. You see how he's a father figure towards Peter.
Yeah.
You built that all up. They built that all up,
Mm-hmm.
and then by the time it gets to the death scene, the moment Doctor Strange looks at him and puts the one up, you know he's gone. You know he's gonna die.
Uh-huh.
But it still hit me.
Yeah.
And then when you see Peter come, you see Rhodey come, you see Pepper come, you see Thor, you see Thor and Cap's reaction.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it. You can do it differently, but you can kind of, you know what I mean by that.
But the main point is that scene needs to be impactful.
You need to make us care about the characters.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I cared about. You have to make us care about the characters, and I don't feel that I honestly would have cared if any of the characters died.
To be honest, partly right, but more of you need to do the characters right.
Yeah.
You need to do them right, because I think we all cared about them. If you watch all the Star Wars movies before Episode 7, 8, and 9, then you cared about Luke, Han, and Leia. But during the sequels, they didn't do. Even me personally, I didn't feel like they did them justice.
Even the prequels, Anakin turned to the dark side, and when he got his limbs chopped off and was burning, people were still upset. And he turned to the dark side, and people were still upset that happened. And he didn't even die. He just got his limbs burned off, and you knew he was gonna turn to Darth Vader into that film, but they still caught you like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't know what was gonna happen in this film, yet we weren't. No one cried when. I know Kylo's a bad guy, but you can still cry at bad guys dying. And when I thought Rey was dead, I didn't feel emotional at all. I didn't feel emotional at all when I thought Rey was dead. I went into the film thinking Finn would die. To be honest.
I don't think anyone would die when I went into the film. I'm not gonna lie.
You didn't think anyone would die?
No, I don't.
Not even Kylo.
Actually, okay, yeah, that's a lie. Maybe Kylo. Maybe. But then again, my other prediction was that they were going to turn Kylo into the good side.
And they did that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. But I know we spoke about this before, but the healing powers has got to go, man. It has got to go. It literally cheapens everything. All the previous movies before Episode 9, it cheapens it all, man. The prequels. Why didn't the Jedi's heal each other? Huh? Because fair enough, some of them were alone with the clone. What's the name again? I can't believe I forgot it. There was the clones. And then other people were together. So when they got shot, why didn't they use the healing power? Huh?
I said, huh?
Why didn't Luke heal his father when he died? Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Huh? Why Rey? Huh?
Because she's OP.
Huh? Why Rey?
She's OP for no reason.
I thought we established in The Last Jedi that she was a nobody, and that's fine. I thought we established that anyone could be a Jedi, and that's fine. But no, in Episode 9, you have to be a Skywalker or Palpatine. Why?
Well,
Rey was never supposed to be a Palpatine. Alright,
she wasn't.
Palpatine was never supposed to be in the movie. I feel like this movie has cheapened the Star Wars saga a bit. I'm not gonna lie. With some of the things, some of the decisions they've decided.
Yeah, they ruined it, man. I thought that they ruined it. Have you got anything else to say?
I mean, let's end on a positive note.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing I enjoyed. I enjoyed the first. You guess how many seconds of the film I enjoyed?
Or first 20 seconds.
No, that's the opening crawl, so I didn't enjoy that.
Oh,
Part. So I enjoyed the part the 20 seconds where Kylo's fighting in basically the first proper scene in the film when he's fighting. I was thinking, yes, this is gonna be sick.
oh yeah.
You were thinking that, like, oh yeah, I'm in it.
When he went inside,
And he was there killing their people. I was like, oh yes, that's what I enjoyed.
Oh, that.
That was 20, 15 seconds. I enjoyed that, and the visuals were good.
I enjoyed Poe and Finn. They make a good duo. Honestly, I love them.
Especially when they're watching someone do something stupid from on top of a hill, and they're just standing there, not shooting.
We said we'll end on a positive note.
Oh, sorry.
On a positive note.
Okay, so yeah, end on a high. Yeah.
What else?
Well,
the acting. I like the acting. The acting was amazing as usual. Because at the end of the day, it's not the actor's fault. It's just the writing I wasn't a fan of. But the acting, everyone brought their A game. Adam Driver, John Boyega, Daisy Ridley, Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, they all did well.
Also Billy D Williams.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love Lando, man.
Yeah.
Lando.
Yeah, we did our ratings in the other one, innit? We did our ratings in the other one. I don't want to end on a negative, but we know what we know what range we gave. What did you give?
What did I give it?
You said
I gave it a 0. I said a 0, didn't I?
Yeah, you said 0 out of 10, and I agreed 0 out of 10. Well, you said 1 at first, and then I said I disagree.
It's just
yeah, and we both gave 0 out of 10s.
Damn, this.
As I said, it wasn't even a bad film. It's just the fact that it's a Star Wars film and it made no sense. That's what made it bad. If it was a normal standalone film, it would have been calm. Like if it was you disagree?
Disagree. But that's a story for another day. Honestly.
Anyway, guys, that was we thought we were too nice in the first one. We had to add in the deluxe edition for this. This video is probably quite long. You probably loved it. You probably loving it, loving us. But yeah,
or you probably don't agree with us.
Yeah, say what you think in the comments. Remember, # bring George Lucas back. And guys, that was me. That was Alpha. And we'll see you guys another time. Thanks for watching. No, we forgot this. We forgot this.
Oh no, we need to talk about this.
The moment I turned off the camera, I remembered this.
We need to talk about
this. You go.
So, first of all, how did Rey know where Luke lived?
Exactly.
That's what I would like to know.
Sorry, I have to go.
Second of all,
I didn't even think about that.
Second of all, where did the old woman come from? You know, the one with the horse. Where did she come from? Like, was she there the whole time? Where did she come from?
Remember, she said she hasn't seen somebody there for a while. But there was nothing. There was basically nothing there.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, the main event. Oh my, the main event. Oh, Jonas, take this one. Tell them what happens. The main event, everyone.
I'm just gonna say it I'm just gonna say it. The old lady said, I haven't seen somebody for a while. What's your name? And then Rey says,
Don't say it.
Rey.
Don't say it.
And It was like a kid's film. It was like a kid's film. It was like you know when Wii Sports when they're playing tennis, you just back it back up to people.
Yeah,
That's what they do.
yeah.
They were oh. Use that. Ray who?
Don't say it.
And then
Don't say it.
this everyone was already angry at this film. This is just the icing on top. It was the cherry on top, yeah. Ray looks into the distance, and check this out. Check this out. Guess who turns up? Luke Skywalker and Leia, Princess Leia.
Oh yeah. And another thing to add to that, since it's the Skywalkers,
Yeah.
Anakin should have been there, and so should have Ben, because
I don't want to see Ben's face again. I don't want to see his face again.
I know, but at the end of the day, he's a Skywalker,
No,
so we should have seen them.
I don't want to see his face.
But that's just me anyway. But
Yeah.
carry on.
Well, so you want to see Ben smiling at Ray?
Well, he's a Skywalker. Well, I don't want to see him smiling, but he should. He should
You
be
don't want to see him
there.
smiling.
He should be there.
At that point, I didn't want to see anybody in that film smiling.
They were smiling as well. Oh my days.
And then they say, so check this out. Check this out. Luke,
I can't do it hard. Come on.
I'm struggling, bro. Give me strength.
Go on.
Luke and Leia turn up. Black people time. Yeah. And they turn up smiling like proud parents. I don't know why this is so hard for. Why is it so hard for me to say? Because when I was on the phone to you talking about this, I could say this fine, but this is making me. The fact that we forgot about this is what makes me laugh. How did we? This was the thing that annoyed me the most. Let me just get out.
The old woman asked, "Who are you?" Ray responded, "I am Ray." Then the old woman said, "Ray who?" Don't say it. Finish it off, Jonas. Yeah. Don't say it.
Leia and Luke turn
Say
up.
it.
They're smiling at her. She looks into the distance. She turns back.
Say it.
Wait, before I finish it, I was watching a review of the last scene, and when did Leia and Luke turned up? Everyone in the cinema was like, "No, don't say it, don't say it." And then this is what she says: Ray Skywalker. That was the nail of the coffin. That annoyed me a lot. And then everyone in the cinema that was reacting to that in that video I saw. In my cinema they were quiet. In my cinema they were quiet. But in the video I watched, everyone was shouting. Like I think someone said like effing hate Star Wars.
How could you take someone's How? What? Why was it even called The Rise of Skywalker?
Exactly. Oh, because Ray rose, isn't it?
Who?
Ray Skywalker.
Just stop, man. Why can you say Palpatine? But then again, she might have.
Just say Ray. My name's Ray.
Or just say Ray. Ray. People don't need to know your.
Or just make up a second name.
Bomb that. People don't need to know your second name. My name is Ray. That's all you need to know.
Innit?
Or Ray Star Wars.
Ray the OP. Ray the OP Jedi.
Just Ray.
Ray, yeah.
Ray.
Finn doesn't have a surname. You don't see him running around like I gotta find out what my name is. You don't see Finn going around like that. He doesn't have a surname and he's fine. But yeah, I don't know how we forgot about that.
I don't know.
But I had to make that joke when we finished. Anyway, guys, see you next week.